Hi, this is Zach.
Hi, this is Jake Ford.
This is Erik Caron. We're from the Erik Caron Connection. And you're listening to Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com. Back with you this week at The Planet. Sitting here with Tim Martin, who's working the board. Tim has a great site, centralnhevents.com. If you're looking to hire a DJ for your event, that is the site you want to check out. And Tim does a great job, so definitely visit centralnhevents.com for all your event DJ needs. And I'm sitting here with three members of the Erik Caron Connection. How are you guys?
Good. How are you? Pretty good.
Good. All right, let's start on this end. Tell me who you are and what you do.
Hi, my name's Erik Caron. I am the lead vocalist and I play guitar.
I'm Jake Ford. I also play guitar.
I'm Zach Whistle. I lay down the fat bass lines.
All right. And who are we missing?
We were missing our drummer, Patrick Day.
Really? And what could he possibly be doing that's more important than sitting here with us and discussing the Erik Caron Connection?
You know, that's what we were saying. Good food. He's cooking good food right now.
All right. I understand. Yeah. I like to eat. I get it. Well, we'll come back and chat in a minute, but what do you guys want to play? Let's start off with a track from your disc.
You got Tender's Tales?
Tender's Tales.
Sounds good to me.
Tender's Tales.
Okay. Tender's Tales. Okay. This is Tender's Tales from the Erik Caron Connection on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Behind the wooden wall, he shines his glass away. Ask him once, ask him anything, he's got something to say. Say you're broke, give the man on the street a blanket. He's a man with many jokes. Listen to your troubled woes. Last call lasted too long. One by one the patients stumble out, and he's left to the tap and the vice that keep him here. Pour me a song, something to put me at ease. You're alone at the end, yet I wish it were me. Tell me how to sway the women, talk up the CEOs. What's your trick, tender? Tell me your tales. Just a shot or two, you slide down finished. Would you be here if you weren't so damn wise? Is your life on the rocks? Brought you a frozen concoction? 'Cause it seems to me the key is in your old-fashioned recipe. Last call lasted too long. One by one the patrons stumble out. He's left to the tap and the vice that keep him here. Pour me a song, something to put me at ease. You're alone at the end, yet I wish it were me. Tell me how to sway the women, talk up the CEOs. What's your trick, tender? Tell me your tales. the glass shows reflections of things present and past. I try to forget all the things that don't make me laugh. The women talk up the CEOs. What's your trick, tender? Tell me your tales.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt from IPMNation.com sitting here with 3/4 of the Erik Caron Connection. Well, first off, the obvious question, why is it called the Erik Caron Connection, Erik?
I know. It sounds a little conceited at first, and I get that question a lot.
That's all right. A couple weeks ago, we had the Brooks Young Band on, so, you know.
Yeah, I think it's something that could be recognized. We all kind of sat and agreed on it, at least the drummer and myself. We kind of, founding it, like, we decided on a name.
You can blame him because he's not here.
Paul, scapegoat to the max. It was either that or he wanted to do Erik Caron's Place, but, it just didn't have as much of a ring, I guess. So.
Yeah, it sounds like a sitcom.
Yeah, Three's Company is, on right after.
So, did you guys go through any other names before you decided on that one? I always like to hear about rejected band names.
We had a notebook of them, just some quick names that we wrote down. I don't think I can remember any.
Yeah, nothing really egregious. It
wasn't too outrageous.
Yeah. Has it always been the four of you?
We're pretty young, so we just recruited Jake and Zach immediately, and we've been as soon as album 1 came out, they've been with us. So
now I have this disc here. Reflective Impressions. How long has this been out?
Since September 1st.
Okay. Oh, so it's relatively new.
Yeah.
And there's 12 tracks on it. How long have you guys been together as a band?
Oh, geez,
September 1st. So we're new. We're very new.
You're very new. Wow. All right. So these tunes came together pretty quick, obviously.
Yeah. We had a bunch of stuff. I had a bunch of, licks and riffs written down before. And then through virtue of just playing around and adding some different elements of Jake and Zach element, things came together.
Yeah. So Erik, are you the core songwriter, at least in terms of the initial ideas? So
far, yeah. I'm actually really excited. They both have some really great licks coming in for the second album that are gonna heat things up a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Good. And where did you record?
We called it the Two Broke Dudes Studio. We call our production Two Broke Dudes Productions. Yeah. Because it's me and the drummer, Two Broke Dudes. It was in my room. We cleared out a closet for a vocal booth and lined it with, insulation, and the same with another room for the drums. And so then we had our control room, which was a room outside of those. Mm-hmm. So nothing too fancy. But
was it challenging to get the sound that you wanted doing that? Because I've known a lot of people who've done the home recording thing, and sometimes it turns out great and they're really happy with it, and sometimes not so much. I mean, how do you feel about doing it that way? Were you happy with it? I mean, I assume if you've got 12 tracks, you must have been pretty pleased with the results.
Yeah, I think it came out better than I expected.
Really?
However, doing, recording the tracks for album 2 already, and we have these improvements, I'm not as satisfied as I originally was.
Sure.
But, I think it came out. I think we got lucky and it came out pretty well.
Yeah. Now, where are you recording now? Because you kind of alluded to, are you recording somewhere else for the new album?
No, same production place.
You're still doing it there?
We're changing up the drum room and we're changing up some other stuff like that.
Okay.
Give it a different sound.
So you're kind of learning as you go how to get the sound you want.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Is it all originals that you guys do?
The only one that isn't is Caroline.
Okay.
That's a Fleetwood Mac cover. I'm a sucker for Fleetwood Mac, so.
Me too, dude.
All right, excellent. What's your favorite song?
My favorite is, I was going to say Rhiannon, but it's not. It's Silver Springs. I was blanking on the title.
Oh, okay.
An often overlooked track that I personally think is amazing, especially when they did it live on the dance.
Yep.
Good stuff. So you do Caroline. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
What about your live show? Have you guys played out a lot? It is a fairly new project, so I don't know how many shows you have under your belts at this point.
I've been playing a lot of acoustic stuff out at school and stuff like that.
We have yet to play like a full show, like as a full band or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, it's he's been doing some stuff, and it's just like because we're so new, we're looking at lining some stuff up here pretty soon with him being at college and everything else. But yeah, should be playing more shows obviously pretty soon here.
Where do you go to school, Erik?
Ithaca College, way upstate, middle of nowhere, Podunk, New York.
Wow.
It's a nice little trip. We do currently I am getting some 2011 summer tour dates set up though.
Nice.
So we will be on the road for at least 2 weeks and then playing random shows here and there.
Cool. What about you guys, Jake and Zach? Are you guys in school or?
I'm going to school for automotive at Lakes Region Community College.
Oh, okay.
So staying local.
You're staying local, yeah. What about you, Jake?
Yeah, I'm just living the good life, working third shift at a factory.
Really? Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of good because I went to school for a little while for some music performance stuff, music education. But
good.
Yeah, I'm working now, and just I got a lot more free time without school there, and write more music. So
absolutely,
it's a good thing.
Absolutely, that's good. Well, why don't we play another track from the disc? What do you guys want to play?
One Light?
Yeah, definitely.
One Light, please.
One Light. Okay, this is One Light from the Erik Caron Connection on Local Outbreak.
I don't know what it is when I get home. The TV's on, I'm talking on the telephone. I went out all night, I saw the lights, I saw the signs. My shoes are covered in dirt, but what's it worth? The clock doesn't tell me time. Traveled to the city, and I found it funny how the siren sound seemed comforting when a bullet hits the ground. Is my mind afar, or is it just the weather outside? The house is lit and I am home, but the light bulb don't shine right. I wish I knew just what it was that makes me feel void. A piece of me is missing, couldn't fix it if I tried. I see my friends as they're all walking away. My best went to see the fountains beam, the other she can't stay. I sit, I get I hate this euphoria. I cry inside, and still I cannot find. Is my mind a fog, or is it just the weather outside? The house is lit and I am home, but the light bulb don't shine right. I wish I knew just what it was that makes me feel bored. Piece of me is missing, couldn't fix it if I tried. let it fly away to fill the void I've made as it grows in space. I spilled my drink and now I can't retake what I've drawn from the well. I can't get up since I fell. Sweet, oh sweet. Get down. My glass along, my shoes aren't filled, and yet I walk along. Give to
me. 100.1 The Planet's local outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt from IPMNation.com sitting here with 3/4 of the band, the Erik Caron Connection. Is it the Erik Caron Connection, or is it just Erik Caron Connection?
I don't... Is it the Eagles, or is it Eagles? I don't know.
I've always thought it was the Eagles, but actually on some of those album covers, it appears to be just Eagles.
I've never really put an emphasis on it.
Okay.
Whatever takes your fancy.
I was just wondering. So tell me about your influences. What do you guys listen to?
I actually my influences are a lot of crazy metal bands.
Yeah.
I listen to like a lot of melodic technical death metal, like Arsonist Gets All the Girls, Vehemence, Children of Bodom, like all these crazy shred guitar stuff, because I was always infatuated with like that crazy shred style guitar, so that was always like the stuff that I listened to. And then
do you also, but in addition to listening to that, does that influence your playing? I mean, do you try
definitely.
to play fast?
Like
shred?
Children of Bodom especially, because they do a lot of like neoclassical stuff, and that's like, my go-to thing.
Yeah. That's cool, because I know a lot of people who listen to that stuff who they listen to it, but they're like, oh, I'm not even going to try to play that.
Yeah, no. I heard him play guitar. I was like, I must be that good.
That's
I have to be.
That's awesome. Good. So it motivated you. That's really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Good, good.
Same here. I've been a bit of a metalhead myself. But I've been listening to some softer stuff lately. Some Sublime here and there. Mm-hmm. Been listening to a lot of the classic rock that I used to listen to growing up, that my parents used to listen to. But yeah, I've got quite a bit of musical influences, I guess.
What kind of stuff specifically influences your bass lines, do you think? There's a lot of classic rock bands. I know for me, that's I like bands where you can really hear the bass.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, more of the melodic stuff, I guess, comes from the death metal that I listen to.
Really,
like Children of Bodom, Cradle of Filth. A lot of that stuff is just like they're all over the scale all the time. So.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of these death metal bands, or like a lot of metal bands, I find like they have such sweet, soft, random sounds. Like Darkest Hour has a song like, I think it's Pathos, and it's just all acoustic guitar. It's like the most beautiful thing like they could play, or like, a lot of people could play, and it's just, I don't know, there's always seems to be like that little bit with every metal band. There's always that sweet sound, and those were like, I don't know, seems like a thing in metalheads. There's always like this sweet, soft thing. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What about you, Erik?
I'm kind of the black sheep of the entire group. Our drummer as well is a giant metalhead, and you can see it in these guys playing a lot. All these technical and quick fills that they all have, it really brings a unique kind of thing to this different influence where I come from, a lot of classic rock background, as well as like blues. I can't really I can't produce the blues. I listen to it and love it, but I can't produce it.
Sure.
Right now I've been doing a lot of Dave Matthews and John Mayer I've been exploring more to the world of pop kind of thing. Jazz. I'm really liking jazz and getting back to the blues.
What informs your songwriting the most, do you think?
What's that?
What do you draw on as far as your songwriting? Where does that come from, do you think?
The ladies.
That's the right answer.
Yeah, right?
Anything you want to add to that?
Superman, it's a great song. I guess, if it's what I'm feeling, the best songs that I've written so far, I think, are the ones, for me personally, that I was either really up or I was really down. Mm-hmm. I didn't try and forge something that wasn't, truly at the soul of it, So I guess making sure that it's like that real feeling's where it comes from.
Sure. And for the new material, you guys are all writing together. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Or now, how does the new stuff sound different from, say, some of the tracks that we're playing tonight from your first album? I mean, is there a tangible difference in what you're hearing?
It sounds like it seems to be taking more of like a rockier edge to it.
Yeah,
probably from the metal.
A little more grooving.
Yeah.
More upbeat.
Yeah, because this one's a very chill album.
Sure.
It's great, but it seems to be evolving to a more rock-driven, more like you said, energetic kind of sound.
And is that a conscious decision? Is that intentional, or is that just kind of naturally happening with everybody writing together as opposed to just Erik?
Seems pretty natural.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's good. And what about? And you said your drummer, who's not here because he's doing something with food. He also is influenced by a lot of metal. You guys were saying,
yeah, a lot of. Yeah. Isn't he a black metal guy?
Yeah, he's a black metal guy.
Yeah, those are interesting guys. No offense, of course.
Can you elaborate on that? No offense. I'm just curious.
Well, if you've ever like just seen black metal dudes like in the bands, they have like all these painted faces like Behemoth and like these gauntlets with the giant spikes, and they love medieval stuff. Like I have those few black metal bands that I like.
Yeah.
They're interesting characters.
But just
they bring the evil.
Yes.
His favorite thing to do is to bring, no matter what we're doing musically, is to bring it into a blast beat, and he'll try and sell me on it every 10 seconds. Yeah. Which, sometimes if you can make it work, fine, but like there's so many moments, especially like in the style of music that we're producing, it's just like...
I'm waiting for that one song that he pulls out the blast beat and we're all collectively like, you know what? You did it. You win.
Yeah, it's gonna work one of these times.
It's bound to happen. Yeah. And Erik, you said you do some shows by yourself, just acoustically. Is that correct?
Yeah. Up at school, there's like the open mic night stuff. I have a bunch of friends that have apartments, and we'll do stuff like that. If I could, it's a long drive. If I could bring the guys up for a show or two, that'd be great. Even if it was just Jake, to do like some really cool acoustic stuff. I love just acoustic guitars. I can listen to them hours and days. So we're trying to implement more.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, why don't we play another track from the disc? What do you guys want to play?
What do we say?
What's next?
Oh, Untitled.
Untitled.
Yep.
Is that the title, Untitled? Like, is that going to be the title forever, or are you someday going to assign it a title?
I think it's set.
Yeah. I think it's just going to stick as Untitled.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so this is Untitled from the Erik Caron Connection here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Oh, the city lights, they shine bright, whispering as they find the night. Girl, she's looking through her eyes, not sure of what's to come. With 1 foot forward, she takes her first step into a dark oblivion. The sidewalk's dirt and the man with the bottle walks by, asking if she has time. No winning time, no city time. It seems we're all just running out of time. Girl, she waits up by the window, ready to give it all tonight. And the man, he drops his bottle. Why do we wait till the end of the night when we could be sharing all our smiles? No, we don't do no good, just throw it all away. But we will wait till the morning. She tries her luck in a hand of poker. She's got a sigh as she waits to keep something dry, but her face plays more than cards. It's 3 a.m. she's cashing and she's trying to find a way back home, but the man, yes, he's still there. It's time for Goldie's ass. He's told she blew it all away on a whim. That it'll all change someday. What if I could keep my head
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt from IPMNation.com, sitting here with three of the guys from the Erik Caron Connection, Erik, Jake, and Zach. And Zach, you were mentioning off air that the song we played was called Untitled, and you were saying something about what happened when you tried to download it or put it on your Zune.
When Erik emailed it to me so I could practice that song at home, my Zune software decided to be like the default music program for my computer. Mm-hmm. And when I imported it, it wouldn't import the song because it was untitled, and it doesn't import untitled song.
Did you figure out a way around it, or did you just assign a title to it for your Zune? Or?
I just went in and downloaded it manually.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
So tell me about the future trajectory for you guys. I know you're working on your second album. And is that kind of the short-term plan, is to just keep pushing with that? Do you have some shows coming up, or what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I know I'm working on booking some shows right now, even for this next month while I'm still home. Mm-hmm. And definitely in the future for the summer, trying to get an actual tour set up and, do the random shows. I factored it out the other night. I played through all the songs that we have or would, probably play live, and we have about an hour and a half to 2 hour set, depending on how long we go, with the completion of the second album.
That's excellent for such a new band. That's really good. That's a lot of material.
Yeah, there may be an eventual show at Hot Topic, which cracks me up for some reason.
No, that's a good. I've done those. I mean, it's worth doing. Definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, any bit of publicity helps.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
Is it challenging, Erik, with you being up at Ithaca? I mean, does that?
Oh yeah.
Pose a big time challenge here?
It's a huge hindrance just because I'm home for a week and then I'm not here for 4 weeks and then I'm home for a week and then another 3 and then all of a sudden I'm for 5 weeks, but then I'm gone again for another however long. So
yeah.
So it's like whenever he's home, it's like open up your schedule and try and cram in band practices.
Makes it tough to practice.
Sure,
definitely.
Sure. No, you guys are keeping it going, though. And I mean, to already have a 12-track album out and to be on your second one, I mean, that's great. It sounds like you're really making the most of the time that you have, which is really good. So,
yeah, definitely.
How do we find you online for people who want to keep up with what you're doing?
I think the easiest way is you can Google it and we will come up. Our first link is Facebook.
Okay.
So if you have a Facebook, you can search keyword Erik Caron Connection, or if anyone's familiar with the site ReverbNation.com, we have a site on there, an account, and it's a much more in-depth. It's kind of like a home site. We're working on getting our own website established, which will be nicer, but those are the two primary places you can find us.
Okay. All right. And we should clarify, too, because I don't think we mentioned it at any point. Can you spell Erik Caron for people who want to type you in and find you?
That would be ERIK, stop, space, Caron, CARON, and then Connection.
Okay. And Connection doesn't have any weird spelling like with a K or anything, or
some backwards R's, a 2,
or an X where the CT would go, or two dots. All right, so ERIK
Yes, sir.
Connection. All right, very good. Well, guys, thanks very much for being here with us this week.
Thank you.
And what do you want to play to wrap up the show?
Thief.
Thief. Definitely Thief.
Yeah. All right, so this is Thief. Oh, and I do want to remind everyone, too, be sure to, if you're looking for a DJ for your event, centralnhevents.com. Hire Tim. He will do stuff for you for money, but I think mostly it's DJing. So if you need a DJ, definitely get in touch with Tim at centralnhevents.com. Again, thanks, guys, for being here. And this is Thief from Erik Caron Connection on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
It's hard to say you broke my heart when you know you did. You came and took away my space when I had nothing to give. How is it that you think you can get away? I'll give it everything in me to make you stay. You can run, you can hide, but with a smile like that, you ain't getting too far. Hey, upping on my feet. How is it that this girl could have already broken me? One hot mama walking with those legs, nearly stomping the floor out. Price I'm willing to pay, and what I wouldn't give to tell you how I feel. Can I please buy you a drink, or is it so unreal? This is over yet, this is far from done. And when they finally catch you, put you behind those bars, everyone will know the bombshell who stole my heart.
100.1 The Planet's local outbreak with IPMNation.com.
The Planet's local outbreak is recorded weekly at the studios of 100.1 The Planet. It's engineered by Tim Martin of CentralNHEvents.com. Matt Connerton of IPMNation.com is the host of The Planet's local outbreak. The show is produced and edited by Annie Biello of 100.1 The Planet. For artist links and details about The Planet's local outbreak, log on to The Planet's Entertain Me page, WPNHFM.com. The Planet's local outbreak is available for download anytime online, IPMNation.com/local outbreak. The Planet's local outbreak is a product of 100.1 The Planet and Northeast Communications.
Hi, this is Zach.
Hi, this is Jake Ford.
Erik Caron of the Erik Caron Connection. And you're listening to IPMNation.com.